All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan Battle video, and you know what time it is. We got 3 days left until the anniversary officially kicks off, so we are going to do what we've been doing the last few days and just go into quest mode, grind up some player rank, grind up some blue gems, kind of hang out and just do some chit-chatting, right? That's pretty much what we're doing here. Nothing special. We are just trying to get ready for the anniversary, build a little bit of hype, do some talking, just some hanging out. You know, me and you guys, just hanging out, having a good time. So, you know, if you guys are just chilling, knocking out some link levels or knocking out some player rank, you know, jump in, join with me. Let's just do this, man. So, anniversary, 3 days away. 3 days away. Absolutely incredible how fast this week has gone by. Honestly, I expected it to go by a lot slower. I really did. I thought, you know, once we got the official announcement for what the part 1 units were going to be, and they were like, oh yeah, and everything's not going to start for another week and a half. It's like, oh brother, dude, this is going to take forever. But look at this. We're already 3 days away. We're 2 days away from the announcement, right? Because they're going to do the announcement the morning of the 28th, at least the morning from me, right? So it's 6 a.m. Eastern. So we'll get that announcement. That's when we'll be able to see the full on card arts, right? From SSR, their TUR, their LR. They're going to show us their kits. We're going to see the entire animations. The biggest thing I'm looking forward to be entirely honest with you guys, is the EX Super Attack. What it is and how they are implementing this. What are the conditions for it? You know, there was the called a leak or a spoiler or whatever you want to call it. The Dokkan ad that did come up that did show parts of the EX Super Attack, or what we presume to be the EX Super Attack, right? So we got a little bit of a look at it. They look good. They look incredible. So I'm very excited for it. I think it's going to be very fun, very unique. I always like to wonder what it is that they're going to do for the anniversaries, for GDC, I guess sometimes, just depending on what the celebration is. What new mechanic are we going to see? Because typically every anniversary we get a new one, right? Sometimes we get them during worldwides or Tanabatas or whatever, just kind of here or there. It's very few and far between, but it does happen. But yeah, I'm always curious to see what are they going to do next to really spice the game up, because it's been out for 11 years now at this point. You got to keep things fresh. You got to add in new stuff, and that becomes a challenge in and of itself. Let alone making new characters and keeping the interest in the game and all that stuff through everything that they're doing. But dude, new mechanics are huge. They are they can make or break a game. I'll tell you right now, my favorite one that they did since I started playing really was the entrance animations. I thought that was the coolest thing that they added in during year 7. And I love that they continuously still do them. Standbys is something I'd like to see a little bit more of. We haven't seen a whole lot of standbys. It's usually actives, right? I mean, there's a lot of characters have a lot of actives, and I get it. Those are typically easier conditions. They're, you know, once it's available, it's immediate. Standbys are a little more tricky, and you can only do one at a time for the certain type. So, you know, it is a little more odd. I would like to see them implemented in a little bit more. Maybe one of the anniversary characters will have a standby. Not necessarily thinking the part 1s, right? Because I think both of these guys are going to have the EX Super Attack. Unless one of them has the EX Super Attack, the other one just has an active. I don't know. I mean, they could really do it like that. But I would love to see some more standby skills. And I don't even know what, man. I know we're going to get the EZAs for the year 8 guys, right? And they introduced the standby with their spirit bombs. So I really don't know what could we see for this anniversary with a standby. You know, let me know down below what you guys are thinking. Let me know if you guys want to see more standbys and what kind of characters you'd love to see doing them, because I mean, honestly, if maybe I sit down, I'll look through some stuff and be like, hey, we could see this, we could see this, we could see this. the top of my head, dude, I got nothing that really comes to mind. And maybe that's why they don't have very many of them, because they're just a little bit harder to kind of think about. Because you think standby, it's like charging up, right? You think of characters charging up or doing something in some way to unleash some big attack. So it's got to be during times where somebody's charging something up and the rest of the squad is like defending them. You know, you think about like the spirit bombs. I mean, obviously you've got that. Vegeta is there to help protect Goku while he's charging the spirit bomb. It makes sense. The other one I think of all the time is the worldwide download celebration that Goku, you know, he charges, basically gathers energy from the rest of the guys to do the punch against Broly. You know, he's charging up, he's doing that. So it's got to be something that has somebody charging up some sort of skill. And like, honestly, it's hard to think of anything other than like Spirit Bomb, to be honest. I mean, maybe we get like a Namek Goku Spirit Bomb. You know, that would be pretty cool to have alongside like Frieza or something. You know, if they want to do the Namek thing, they can make him a standby with a Spirit Bomb. You know, that's something they could really do. Have his entrance animation be, well, I guess his entrance animation wouldn't be the, I guess he wouldn't be Super Saiyan then, huh? Maybe I take that back. Maybe I take that back. Because then he couldn't be Super Saiyan, because he does it before he goes Super Saiyan. So I'm looking at the Spirit Bomb, and then after that he turns Super Saiyan. Because then Frieza comes back and kills Krillin, and he goes Super Saiyan after that. But I don't know, man. I just would love to see more of them implemented in, to be honest. Like that's really the whole point of this blah blah fest right here. Is just, I would love to see more standby super attacks, and it's something I just thought about like today. Like I was kind of sitting around thinking about it, and I was like, you know what skill we haven't seen in a while, or I feel like we haven't seen in a while? Standbys. We haven't seen a lot of them, and they've been around since year 8. So I don't know. We'll see what they want to do with these characters, what they want to do with you know, the part 2 guys, whoever they may be. I don't know. We have no idea. And that's another thing with the live broadcasts, right, that we'll get in 2 days. They're going to talk more about the theme of the celebration, and we'll have more of an idea of whether this is going to be like a full-on Daima, right? Because when Geppy talks about the new horizons, he referenced the Daima in relation to it, which it makes sense. It makes sense the way he kind of described it. But is that going to be the only like connection to New Horizons, or are we going to go beyond that? Are we going to go to something else? You know, I don't know, but hopefully we'll get some answers here in just a couple days. You know, be able to figure out what it truly means, what their thought process behind this being the theme is, and if it is because of them literally just talking about Daima. We might be expecting Daima Part 2, and I'm thinking like Tamagamis, I'm thinking Ku and Do. I mean, you could get like Degasu in there as like a banner unit. I don't think he'd be like an actual character. I don't know who else you'd really have, unless you like, I don't even know, man. Who the hell would you even have else from Daima that would really fit the bill? Like, right? Because I mean, unless Kid Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But I mean, if we're getting the adult Super Saiyan 4 here, I don't think they'd give us Kid Super Saiyan 3 for part 2. This wouldn't make sense. So I think he's more of a one-off celebration kind of deal. Dude, I don't know. And I'd love to figure out what they mean by New Horizons, to maybe put puzzle pieces together before we can get to part 2 and figure it all out. But you know, it is what it is. So we've got 2 days until the live broadcast. We've got 3 days until the anniversary officially kicks off. So we'll find out during that live stream when the banners will actually go live. Based off a lot of like data and timing stuff that we're seeing, I think the banners are going to be midnight Eastern the 29th, but they could surprise us and drop them early on the 28th. You know, they did this last year. They had the live stream was early morning 28th. Then by 4 p.m. Eastern, we had the banners live. So, and the countdown was technically still going on. It still said 1 day till the anniversary. So they can do it. But according to a lot of stuff that we're seeing, like in the data and in like everything, I'll see if it's still in here. Actually, one of the big dead giveaways was this. So, you know, if you go into the the info here, they talk about this. That's gonna be live another summon event on whatever specific day for your time zone. So for me, it says 29th. I know for some people in the Pacific, it says 28th. So my guess would be it's probably midnight as soon as it takes over. That's when it goes live. So we'll find out. 2 days. So yeah, 2 days to the live stream, 3 days to the anniversary. We're ready. I'm so ready, dude. We are going to go wild. Yeah. All right, that's gonna do it for the video today, guys. If you guys did stick around to the end, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know if you guys, are excited for what's to come with the anniversary. What your thoughts are for the New Horizons, actual theme. Let me know a little bit more of the standby stuff. You got any ideas for standby characters? Dude, hit me up. Let me know. We'll kind of chit chat over it. And then, how many stones do you guys have for the anniversary? That's what I'd like to know. Drop it down below. Let me know how many stones you guys have. Let me know how many you're planning to have before the start. And just remember, we'll get a lot during the anniversary. So no reason to go crazy buying a bunch of stones, because we will get a bunch of stones during the anniversary. So definitely remember that. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.